In the scorched heart of the Arizona desert, life had long surrendered to the sun. The wind dragged dry whispers through the cracked riverbeds, and the earth, once alive, now breathed heat and silence. Amid that endless stillness, something small and trembling lay motionless. A foal, no older than a few weeks, his thin sides moving with the faintest breath. Dust clung to his lashes. His legs, folded awkwardly beneath him, spoke of exhaustion beyond repair. It was as if the desert had claimed him, folding him gently into its cruel embrace. But life sometimes hides in unexpected forms. From across the dunes came the uneven rhythm of paws, soft, limping, yet determined. Out of the heat shimmer emerged a figure, a stray dog, ribs visible, one ear torn, his fur a tapestry of old battles and survival. He could have been a scavenger, another ghost of the wasteland. Instead, he stopped, his head tilted, his eyes fixed on the foal. Something in that still shape stirred him, an instinct not of hunger but of recognition. The dog, later named Rusty, lowered his muzzle to the foal's nostrils. A faint exhale brushed his whiskers. Alive, barely. He turned away, nose to the ground, and trotted off toward a hollow where rainwater had once gathered. There, in the last shadow of the arroyo, lay a shallow pool of muddy water. Rusty lapped some up, then returned, droplets clinging to his fur. He let them fall over the foal's lips. Again and again, night fell, and with it came the long, sharp cries of coyotes. Rusty did not move. He circled once, then lay beside the dying creature, pressing his warmth close, his ears flicking at every distant sound. His body spoke of pain, but his eyes stayed open, fixed on the horizon, guarding something that wasn't his to guard. At dawn, a distant rumble broke the silence. A rescue truck rolled into view, raising a thin trail of dust. Maya, a field rescuer who had followed rumors of a missing foal, stepped out, hand shading her eyes. What she saw stopped her breath, a stray dog, scarred and thin, standing protectively over a lifeless foal. For a second, she thought she'd arrived too late. When she approached, Rusty growled softly. His stance firm but tired, Maya crouched, her voice gentle, her movements slow. "Easy, boy," she whispered, pouring water into her palm. The foal's lips twitched. Rusty's growl faded. His eyes flicked between Maya's face and the foal's weak breath, as if weighing her soul. Then he stepped aside, only a few inches, but enough. The team worked fast. Hydration fluids, shaded tarp, careful hands. Maya looked at Rusty again. He was trembling, half from fatigue, half from fear. Yet he stayed. He watched. When they lifted the foal onto the stretcher, Rusty followed, limping behind the truck until exhaustion forced him to stop. Maya noticed. She left a trail of food behind her, bits of jerky, water. By the time they reached the rescue station, Rusty was there too, sitting just beyond the fence, silent and watchful. Days became weeks. The foal, now named Blaze, began to heal. His steps steadied, his eyes brightened. And every morning, on the same hill outside the rescue center, Rusty appeared, never barking, never begging, just sitting, watching the corral where Blaze learned to run again. Maya tried to coax him inside, and slowly, with patience and kindness, she did. Rusty was given his name then, along with food, care, and a soft blanket. Yet even with comfort, he often slipped away to his lookout, watching Blaze beneath the wide desert sky. Their silent bond became a story the rescuers told over coffee. A photographer captured their image, Blaze's golden coat gleaming in the sunset, Rusty's torn ear framed by light. The photo spread across the internet like wildfire. Comments poured in from around the world, people moved by a stray dog who refused to give up on another lost soul. They called Rusty a hero, they called Blaze a miracle, but for Maya it was simpler. It's just love, she said, the kind that doesn't ask what species you are. Now, when the desert turns gold in the evening, Blaze runs freely, mane tossing in the wind, his hooves kicking up life from the dead earth. Rusty lies nearby, half asleep, half guarding, his old body at peace. Two survivors bound by one impossible act of compassion, living proof that kindness, no matter how small, can outshine the harshest